What is good, wishers? Welcome, welcome, welcome back. It's your girl, Morgan Ashley here on Indie Tuesdays, the second month in 2023, bringing you nothing but good music and up-and-coming artists. If you are new, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. What we do here, share with you up-and-coming artists that are on the rise and happens to be my Indie Tuesday artist of the day, as US Weekly says, the youngest up-and-coming rising artist that you need to watch out for in music as a singer, songwriter. Please welcome Stefan Benz.
Thank you so much, Stefan Benz. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited because I've seen what you've done on your resume musically, and it's just so cool to see how you've already grown so much as an artist.
Thank you.
But for those who are new to hearing about you, I want to start from the beginning, in the earlier stages.
Yeah.
So, so you started singing at around the age of 9?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was 9 years old, and I mean, that was never my plan. I was never gonna be a singer. I love music and stuff, but I wanted to race cars for a living. That's what I wanted to do until I was 9. And I competed. I'm from South Africa, and I competed in this competition in South Africa, and I was like, like, this is kind of fun. Like, maybe I should start singing, and then the love, sprouted from there. And then my parents believed in me, and I became more serious, and we came over to America to try our chance here. And I was lucky enough to compete in this competition where I met my manager, my current manager as well, Manny Mijares, and I recorded my first song 3 months after that in the studio, released it a few months after that. And everything happened so quick when I came to America, and it's just kind of crazy to see the ride, because now it's 4-5 years later. Yeah. And I'm 16, I was 11 then. I just got my license. It's these like milestones. I appreciate it, thank you, of me growing up and the evolution of it. But it feels like I'm just getting started at the same time. When I'm doing what I love like this, it doesn't feel like that long at all. Yeah.
That's definitely awesome. I love that you are growing in your music from that young age, and now at the age of 16, you started your first single, "Cool for Me."
Yeah.
Which went #1. Where you were born
in South Africa, correct.
And
that's crazy.
You were the youngest
that's pretty crazy.
To hit that milestone over there.
Yeah, in South Africa, that's still surreal to me. I can't believe it. As a 12-year-old kid, I mean, I'm still a kid. That's the thing about it, is like people ask me if it's set in with me yet, but it's like I'm still a kid. I'm still 16, and it feels like I still have the whole world in front of me to accomplish. So I think it is about that time where, like, right now I'm like, dang, like look what's already happened in it, just to see the journey so far. But yeah, I'm very blessed and lucky for that to have happened for me, and for it to just kind of start off with a boom when I was 11, 12 years old.
So when you were 11, 12 years old with that sound, and now that you're working on music, or you've been working on music, you released a few singles actually from then and now. Yeah. How would you describe your sound?
Yeah, I started very pop, and I still love pop, and I do the pop. I'm looking for that pop banger. But as it's gone on, I have 2 albums out now. A bunch of songs out, and you kind of can see the evolution of that happening as the albums came out and all this stuff happening. But right now I would say I'm like pop R&B, so kind of tapping more to the soul part that I have. But that's kind of been more was like a year ago, and now it's kind of more this next song, Babysitter, is kind of like almost 80s vibes. So it's like it's still evolving. I'm kind of glad that I started so young, to where I was able to evolve in this process where I was kind of in the shadows still, like I was able to evolve with nobody watching and nobody to like, not like it or like it. And now I'm kind of here, like, look, this is the product, this is who I am.
So you have this in mind with this music theme. Do you find that your writing style, when it comes to creating your songs, is also different in itself?
I believe that it's definitely improved. Okay. Like, I don't see it being too much different. I kind of do it the same way as when I started. I've always been a melody person, so I always go in the studio, start with the melody, just kind of hum what comes to my head, and then after that I put the lyrics to it. So they're kind of like, the way I do it is still the same. The craft of how I learned it, that's how I learned to do it, is the same. But I'm definitely better and quicker at recognizing kind of like, oh, that's the one I should use, and this is the one I should use when I'm throwing out the melodies, saying, oh, let's piece this together. Oh, this is fire. Now I got a song. You know what I mean? So
it's an easier puzzle.
Yeah. Now that I'm 16 and I'm in the studio, it's a breeze. So it's definitely gotten easier.
Why choose PSS?
'Cause
because caring is our culture. PSS now has locations in New York, Los Angeles, and Florida. PSS Home Care, because we care.
So when you're in the studio and you've been working on these songs, are there artists or songwriters that you worked with that you're like, wow, I can't believe I've even gotten the chance to work with?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy because that's exactly, I work with a few, I work with a number of producers and writers from all over the world, Canada, and but if I'm thinking, I remember the first time I worked with this guy named Valentine. He was nominated last year for the Grammys when I went with him, and this guy Casey, the producer, is he produced a song for Justin Bieber on his album. And you know, just kind of thinking of when I was 11 and 12, and you would have told me that, even though, you know, I still have so many dreams, if you would have just told me where I am now, you know, I got to stop and just be grateful knowing that that's already happened so far for me, and I'm lucky to be here. So yeah, those were kind of shocking to me.
And the list will continue to grow and grow too.
Exactly. That's the hope. That's the hope right there.
So with that, Babysitter is going to be, actually it's just released about in January, towards the end of January, and that's like one of your newest projects that are out.
It's about the babysitter. It just came out. I haven't released a song in probably a few months, 4 months. Now it's time for Babysitter to hit. It's time. Babysitter is just that song. You know, it's about liking my babysitter. You know, I had a crush on Babysitter when I was a little kid. Now I'm older.
Right.
She older. I'm older. And, you know, now I'm different. She different. So.
It's very different from Four Doors Down, for sure.
Exactly, for sure. It's different. It's different. So. Yeah, that's what Babysitter is about.
Are you looking to have a music video for it too?
Yeah, I'm shooting the music video in the next few weeks coming up, so look out for that too. Babysitter's already out, go stream it, and then afterwards, look out for the music video to come out. I'm ready for that. Hopefully we get a nice little babysitter in the music video, you know?
Make it feel real?
Exactly, let's do that.
So if you had to choose right now, just as an artist, if you were to work with other people in the future, who would you want to collab with?
Such a long list. You know, I can't lie. If there's one person, while I have the time, I want to still meet and work with Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
That's the one. That's definitely the one, because I saw him for the first time not too long ago, maybe December, November, when I saw him perform, and I was like, oh yeah, it has to be Stevie Wonder. So Stevie Wonder, Bruno Mars was actually one of the main reasons I started singing as a kid.
Okay.
I was literally sitting in a South African restaurant, and over the speakers plays a Bruno Mars song, When I Was Your Man. And I literally was like, wow, like I love this song. I should go home and sit in my room for 6 hours and learn this song, and then be like, Mom, listen to me sing this song. So that's kind of like one of the things that did it. So Bruno Mars and Stevie Wonder.
Okay, all right. Y'all heard it here first. Maybe there might be a collab.
Man, that's pretty far off right there.
You gotta manifest
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
So Babysitter's out now on all platforms.
It is.
If people want to know more about your musical journey and want to follow you
Yeah.
and download more music from before and now.
Well, if you wanted to go follow me on Instagram, Stefan Benz Official. TikToks, I'm Stefan Benz. Really anywhere, if you search up Stefan Benz with an F, Stefan Benz, like Mercedes, you'll find me there. Spotify, all that kind of good stuff. Go listen to my songs. Babysitter just came out. I got a bunch of stuff coming out. The rest of this year, 2023, is the year. So every month I'm releasing a single at least. I'm working on an album, or actually I'm selecting the songs for the album. I'm pretty much finished on writing the songs, so it's about choosing the songs for the album. I'm going on tour in July and August, so you guys come see me out. I'm traveling the whole country. The U.S. is waiting for me right now, and they don't even know it yet though, but the U.S. is waiting. So tour and a song every month, so everybody, Stefan Benz is here.
Now it's time for our sponsors. We've covered some great up-and-coming and independent artists here on Indie Tuesdays. And if you're someone who aspires to be one of them and is looking for a record company that believes in talent, then check out today's sponsor, Autumn Rain Records, where artists' visions are turned into music through their experience in music production. Autumn Rain believes that music expresses that which cannot be said. Because when words fail, music speaks. So make sure to check out their website at solo.2/autumnrainrecords.com. All right. Thank you so much for being my
Oh,
Indie Tuesday artist
thank
of
you
the
very
day.
much.
Oh, last but not least, if you want to give any shout outs, are there any shout outs you have to give?
Ooh, you know what? My sister always says I never shout her out. I always talk about my parents, but my sister Rencha, this is for you if you see this. I finally shouted you out. I shouted you out. Come on.
Nice.
And Olga. Listen, guys, I gotta give a shout out to Olga because
Okay.
Olga, actually, let me just say this because to be polite, her name is Miriana, and she is my publicist and does my social media for me. She never likes when I don't want to do TikToks, I don't want to do that kind of stuff, so she's
Right.
always mad at me. I want to give a shout out to Olga. Thank you, Olga. I
Shout out
appreciate
to
it.
Olga.
Thank you, Olga.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Stefan Benz.
Thank you so much.
Babysitter out now on all platforms. Thank you, wishers. Until then, wishers, keep on wishing.